You're listening to QuinnCast, where we have chats about audio erotica and empowerment through desire.
And we take you behind the scenes with the pros shaping the industry.
Settle in. Things are about to get spicy and uncensored.
Smudgy? Smudgy, are you with me? Smudgy!
What?
You're supposed to open the episode and you left me hanging.
I know. Do you know what? For one of the only second times in my life, my mind just went completely and utterly vacantly blank.
Your brain never stops.
No, I know. I don't know. Do we need to call somebody? 999?
911. I think you're thrown off because our poor dear Jules is sick.
It is. I know.
So
Poorly
you
Jules.
didn't know what to do. You didn't know what to do.
I didn't. It's odd. It's odd when it's a duo and not a trio. It's like having sex with just one person instead of it being a proper threesome, which is
right?
normal and
Weird.
standard. It's weird.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, welcome, citizens, to Hit the Spotlight.
Yes.
With Smudge and Kaza.
I know. Right, we're going to be happy, okay? We're going to be
yes.
happy. We need to do this. We need to do this for Jules, okay? This is for Jules. Right.
Do it for Jules.
Do it for Jules. So, Kaza, who do we have in the QuinnCast Studio today?
Today, we have Emmanuel Ingram.
Yes, we do.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, we say that every time, but doing my little research on him and seeing some past interviews with him and of course, his audios and his socials. I think he's an interesting guy. So
he is, and he did the Quinn VA on VA, didn't he? Was it the Quinn VA?
He did with
VA?
Hector.
He did, yes. Hecky Bear.
Yes. With Hecky Bear. Remember Hecky was teaching him how to do the the body roll from Magic Mike?
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, and then the opposite way around, Emmanuel was teaching him all about desserts. And what's a good dessert? Yeah, do you remember that? And I was like, body roll dessert. I'm going to go with the body roll.
I'm going to go with the desserts.
Oh, God, I'm sure desserts are very interesting, but not as much as Hecky Bear's body roll.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair.
So, should we say a little bit about him?
Let's do it. So, Emmanuel Ingram is an actor, narrator, and erotic audio creator. He's been narrating romance audiobooks since 2020 and debuted on Quinn in 2025.
He enjoys creating audio experiences that centre pleasure, intimacy and storytelling. And you can find his work on Audible, Quinn and Patreon.
Yeah. I didn't know he had a Patreon. Okay.
I know. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
All right.
I haven't been in it yet, but yeah, you are. We are all going to go broke. Oh right. Sorry, all you creators who have got Patreon that come on the show. We cannot afford. We do this for nothing anyway, so we cannot afford to join all of your Patreons other than the freebie tier. So
that's right.
Just deal with it, okay?
But just think, someday when we actually make this a business, all of those Patreon memberships are business expenses. Oh what?
God. Right, if the taxman's listening, they are reputable and absolutely business expenses, all right? Ranking is a tax deductible. So, there you go.
On that note, let's invite Emmanuel into the studio, shall we?
Yeah.
Hey, Emmanuel, how are you?
Hi, Emmanuel.
Hey there, how are you?
Oh, good, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, we're excited to have you here.
Oh,
it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to address the citizens.
Oh, yes, well, you've been doing your homework, haven't you?
Best.
Yeah.
Immediately our favorite guest. That
is incredible. I love that name. I love that.
We put a poll out to everybody. It was between cliticins and vagilantes. And overwhelmingly they voted cliticins.
Yeah. Cliticins was the way to go.
Yeah. All right.
So, we have made a game. I don't know if you have listened to any of our previous episodes, Emmanuel.
Yes, I have.
Excellent. So you know that I know, honestly, numero uno. You will know then that we play a game with all of our guests just to get everybody warm and in the mood.
All right, let's do it.
Chat. So
I'm ready.
I'm going to tell you what the game is, and then we're going to ask for your consent to play. So the game is called Emmanuel Hell. That's a good start. You laughing at that is a really good start. So the game is, we're going to give you 9 scenarios and you're going to tell us whether you can tolerate it or if you're out immediately. So if it's hell or whether you go like, hell yeah, and you'd want to do it, right?
So hell or hell yeah?
Hell or hell yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
This is all smudge, let me just say. Okay, number 1. Group karaoke.
Hell yeah.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Wow, man. It depends on like my friend group. It depends on, because friend groups are like genres.
True.
You could be in with your rock group, your R&B group. Yeah, I like I grew up oh boy. I used to think I like Usher. I like a lot of Usher songs. I'll reach for one. I know all the lyrics without even trying. Somehow it just comes to me. So it's like I was a big Usher fan and still am, of course. But I'll reach for some Usher.
Old school.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, next one. Matching pajamas in relationships.
Hell yeah, especially around holidays.
You'll do the photo shoot with like matching PJs, and
I didn't say all that. We don't need to do the photo shoot. We could just have matching. We could just have it. We'll have it in our photo album. We don't need to, go to any place and do a whole photo shoot now.
But you'd post it on social media because otherwise it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
If she wants to. If she wants.
Okay.
Yeah. What a good guy. What a good guy. Okay. How do you feel about surprise birthday parties?
Oh, I love them. They are the best. Hell yeah. Surprise. Yes. Because it's nothing like a surprise. It's nothing like misdirection. It's a good story.
So do you like to throw them or do you like to receive them or both?
I've been on both ends. Yeah. I've received one and it was like the best birthday ever. I've also given one, and watching the surprise is always so gratifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, can't beat a bit of giving and receiving. Just saying.
Yep, that's right.
Next one. Couples TikTok dances.
Hell.
Respect. Absolutely.
Hell.
I love the tone. Hell.
Yeah. I'll be the cameraman. I'll film you.
Yeah. Yeah. Who wants to do those? It's just God.
That's hell. Okay. Using speakerphone on a call in public.
Yuck. Oh, I hate it. And I'm so sensitive to sound that I cannot help but be in their business. Now I'm in their conversation now.
Yeah.
I can't even stay focused on what I'm thinking about because I'm so it's so distracting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if they're doing that in public, you are entitled by law to an opinion on the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. It is. I just don't get it. People it's such the norm now. People just walk around with their phone. Like, I'm in the store, people are shopping, and they're like, it's like a FaceTime call. So they're like, I don't know, what do you think of this shirt? I'm like,
I'm in the background trying to photo
That's
bomb.
why I gotta have my headphones with me.
Yeah.
Headphones. Thank you, Emmanuel.
Headphones. Thank you. Yes.
Yes. Talking to someone next to you at a urinal.
Hell. Oh yeah. Hell. Yeah, it's bad enough I'm next to you. Bad enough there's not enough space for you to like move to the next one. Now we're gonna have a conversation.
The difference between a man's answer and a woman's answer on this is chalk and cheese, because we talk to each other in the cubicles.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with you, Smudge, because I don't chit chat to the woman next door.
It must be a British thing. We're very talkative in British female bathrooms. We just chat away. Hi, how you doing?
No, I would just ignore you. Jesus.
Yes, we do. Okay, next one. Bursting into applause once the plane lands.
It depends on what the turbulence was like.
Oh, good qualifier.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. If it's like it's a miracle or something, then
it's a
worthy of
miracle.
applause. We all had a moment. I've had a couple moments on planes where I was like, "Whoa, wait, what? Are we okay?" So I was relieved, and I was kissing the ground when I got off that plane. So
Literally,
if it's
been
like
there.
Denzel in Flight or something, give him an applause. Or Scully on the Hudson, give him an applause. Yeah.
Sully, yeah, he deserved a round of applause. Didn't he?
Sully, yeah.
That's a good call. So I guess if there's like it's more of an applause of I'm alive rather than
I'm alive.
pilot, you did a good job. Yeah, like I lived. I remember there was one flight I took. It was in college. I was coming back from spring break, and I was flying. Well, I was at the Bahamas, and I stopped in Hartford, Connecticut, which is a small little airport. And I was just going from Hartford to Boston. Quick little jump. Mm-hmm. The turbulence was so bad. And the whole plane was filled with the spring breakers. And I was hysterical. I'm a nervous flyer anyway. But this guy, Bill, I believe his name was, who I met down in the Bahamas, was sitting next to me going, this is nothing. I've been on such worse flights. This is a piece of cake. We get back to the airport. He literally drops to his knees and kisses the ground and looks at me and says, that was the worst fucking flight I've ever been on. And I'm like, thank you for not telling me that while we were up there. Yeah. I applauded.
Piss, wouldn't you? You want him with you all the time.
Yeah, that's why I applaud. Okay. Oh, wait. This is yours, Smudgy.
Last one. You got. We go in order, and you're next.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Smudge. Sleeping in the wet patch. That was Smudgy's.
Oh, this is so interesting. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh,
fuck it,
boy.
Hell yeah.
Correct.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Normally, you get the whole hug and roll action from the man. Yeah. Hug, roll you over thinking that you're being all lovey and aftercarey, and they're putting you straight in the wet patch. So
I think being willing to sleep in the wet patch is the same as like applauding a pilot for a good landing.
Hey, yeah.
Thank you. I'll be here.
Depends what happens. There might not be a wet patch. You might have swallowed it. Just saying.
Oh my God.
It's true. It's facts, right? Sexual facts.
That's right.
We can't hide from anything here.
Nope.
You know what it is too? I'm a hot sleeper. Sometimes I could be, so I'll have the covers off. Like the wet spot will cool me down a little bit. You know, it's not as bad as you think, you know?
It's like natural air conditioning. I got you.
It's like, it's like a mattress coolant. It's cooling down the mattress, you know?
People pay a lot of money for those cooling mattresses.
You are not convincing anyone on that. It's not happening. Right?
I think it's brilliant.
Feels like you've wet yourself. You may or may not be happy to hear, Emmanuel, that was the last question.
Yeah, we could do another round. I'm good with this. Yeah, we need a break after the wet spot.
Yeah. Okay, exactly.
We need a nap.
Yeah, we do need. Yeah,
in the wet spot.
In the wet spot. Emmanuel, take us back to the very beginning. It's a very good place to start, according to Maria von Trapp. How did you find your way into voice work and narration?
Well, I was an actor. That's my background. You know, I started in theater and I had all the jobs in the world while I was like running around New York City and all that. And I was like, man, I need to find some work that I can do sitting down, but still exercise my instrument as an actor. And so I was like, oh, what about audiobook? I know you got to be sitting still for that. So I was like, and I can still exercise my chops. And so I took a class and learned a lot and got a demo put together and started sending it out. No replies back. And then maybe like right before the pandemic, I was able to build a relationship with a publisher. And then the pandemic happened and a friend of mine was in audiobook and she was a romance narrator, and her normal partner who narrates with her wasn't able to do the book because pandemic had shut things down and all that kind of stuff. So she was like, can you fill in for me? And I was like, I don't really, if you think I can do it, I'll do it. And so I did it, and that's how I got into the romance aspect of narration. But all of it occurred really in 2020 into 21, 22, just trying to build the studio, audition for things on ACX. And what ended up happening was I realized, the romance world is huge. It is vibrant. There's a lot going on. Like, it's a really vibrant community. They're very communicative and like just invested. And I love that energy. And so when I saw the reviews and I was like, oh wow, I was like, oh man, like people really care. I want to do my best on these projects. And so from that, in the romance world, that's kind of like how I got into, like, I guess, the erotic aspect of storytelling. And I found it really fun and engaging and different, and I could explore a different side of myself. And then it wasn't until 2024 that I first considered, I guess, what we call like direct to listener erotic audio. And I think at that time I was trying to figure out what kind of original content can I create as a storyteller for this market, the romance erotic world. And so I just started doing research, and I hadn't stumbled on Quinn or anything yet, but in my head I was thinking, man, there are certain chapters in a romance book that are like the climactic chapter. And I always get a lot of good feedback from the listeners about that. I was like, what if I created something that was like that, like happens in the span of 20, 30 minutes? And it's something that's directly to the listener, and it's like I'm with them and I'm in this moment with them. I was like, is there anything like that? Of course there was. I just wasn't really aware of it.
Yeah.
And so I went to my studio and I think I brought in a pillow or a blanket with me, and it was an especially windy night. So you could hear the wind beating up the side of the house in the studio.
Oh, wow.
And when I recorded it back, because I think I was like trying to like, it was kind of like, I was like informed by that. I was like, ooh, what would it be like to console someone through a storm? And so but just the audio. And so I was like, okay, when I listened back to it, I was like, oh wow, there's all this stuff in the background, and it's like it really feels like I'm there. And so I was like, oh, that works for me. I don't know if someone else would like this, but this is cool, like from my perspective.
Yeah.
And so after that, I kind of sat on it because I didn't know who to share this with. I didn't know who to give it to. I didn't know, like, hey, would you listen to this? Like, I didn't know who to give it to. So I just sat on it. And by chance, I ended up meeting someone on Hinge. And in the first conversation I had with them in 5 minutes, I found out they were a huge erotic audio person.
Oh, wow.
Like they loved, or they were a huge fan. It was a big part of their life. They were like really into it. And it was like, oh, wow, this is like a divine timing thing. Because I think I'm trying to get into what you like. I think I'm going that way. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a pickup line or anything. I'm genuinely into that. I want to get into that,
Yeah. And so this is before we even like had a date or anything. We were just on the phone, and I was like, well, I don't know if it's gonna work out, but like if you could send me some things that you listen to and what you like, I'm just interested in the world. And she sent it to me, and we that is a story. That relationship is a story unto itself, but that's really what brought me into that world fully, and like showed me, oh wow, there's a world here, a market here, and I can use my voice in different ways, not just like audiobook narration.
Yeah, it is like such divine timing. Like the fact that you would meet someone.
Yeah,
I think that's so cool.
That was like the like one of 2 dates I went on, like, and it was just that one. Like, and it was such divine time that I was like, oh, I think like we have to spend some time together, and we did. She taught me a lot, and I also like just learned more about what people are connecting with and what people are desiring from these on an emotional level.
Yeah.
And I just felt like called to do it, and to like see where I could go. And then eventually I found Quinn. I was like, oh shit, this is like Spotify or something. Like this is Spotify of coming, like
exactly.
I'm having to download that playlist.
Yep, done.
Yeah. So I spent probably a month or so listening to all of the Quinn All Stars, and seeing what they were doing, and I was just really inspired by how like the imagination, where it will take you and allow you to feel with just sound. That just kept blowing me away. That it could feel like we're there together, even though the movie's happening in our mind and in our body. as well. But
Yeah.
I just was stunned by that. I was like, man, these are some incredible storytellers. This is a craft.
Yeah.
This is a real craft.
It is a real craft. I mean, to have such a story, true story, like in the span of 20 minutes is it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So I respect all the VAs. I respect this niche, this like world. I think it's underappreciated in a way. Like people don't know what people are doing in this space, even from a writing standpoint. They're able to explore so much. Like it's on the cutting edge. Like I feel really blessed and grateful to like be in this space right now.
It does feel like an exciting time in it.
Definitely. So you went, was you still acting at this time, or did you just throw yourself into the book narration and then into audio erotica?
At that time, I was kind of like getting back into romance, like audiobook narration. But the stuff that I was playing with what would become the Quinn's like direct to listener style, that kind of storytelling, I was bringing that more to my narration, more intentionally. Like as a storyteller, I was like pushing my own, I guess, limits in terms of like how much detail I can give within this sentence, breath wise, and how can I really live this and embody this, and the way that I'm feeling from like the erotic audios. I want to bring that more to the narration, and so I did a few books right before I did. Maybe 2 months later, after I did those books, I started getting on Quinn with Bath and Body. But the responses that those books got let me know that this was all symbiotic. It was all working together.
So did Quinn reach out to you? You reached out to Quinn?
Oh, no, I reached out to Quinn. I reached out maybe like January or something like that, the top of the year. And that was like my whole focus. And up until that point, I had been making these little drafts and like forcing my friends to listen to it.
Such
now imagine me,
sure.
like I'm getting my like guy friends though, my straight guy friends. Listen, man, sit down for a second. Let me just what you think about this? All right, so you got a picture like I'm in the room and so
is this turning you on?
Oh, my poor friends, they're so supportive, but they had to sit through a lot of
some stories to tell people, hasn't it?
Yeah, they thought I was losing my mind. They were like, and so what is this for, man? I was like, well, it's Quinn, and basically what it is like people listen to it and and they were just like, okay, man, all right, you happy, I'm happy, all right, So
are they hiring?
So I ended up sending in an audition for Quinn, and which was actually Savor, and
very popular.
Yeah, I sent that in, and I had like music in the background, and they were like, yo, this is great, just cut the music out of it. But what I heard in my brain was like, oh, do a whole nother one. So I did a whole nother one.
Oh my god.
Well,
called Bath and Body.
Bath and Body. So Bath and Body was your first one, but Savor was actually the one that you submitted, which is normally the one that comes out on Quinn first.
Yeah.
So
right. But they asked me to take it out, and I was like, okay, cool. But then I just ended up doing a whole different one, and getting that to them a couple weeks later, and then they put out Savor with the music removed and whatever adjustments I made like after that. But Savor was first,
but Bath and Body's got 74,000 plays right now.
Yeah, I am
something.
so amazed with that. Like that's definitely the hardest one I've also ever recorded to be honest.
How come?
Man, number one, I didn't know what I was doing. I also was like recording everything like basically in my bathroom and my bedroom and the studio too. So it was like there were separate locations I was trying to weave together, and I'm not like an audio engineer guy. So the process of that it took me like 2 weeks to do that, believe it or not. Like, and most of it was editing because I'm actually getting the real water sounds and all this stuff. So it was like all this Foley aspect to it that I was trying to blend together in a way that was like, I wanted people to see the movie as they listen to it. That the ASMR aspect to this also is something that I feel like I enjoy. Like I like ASMR in general, so I'm trying to find as much of it when I'm putting these together, and it's always a discovery.
So then you built that studio, and don't you have a name for your studio? It's escaped me.
My old studio, shout out to my old studio in New Jersey, Starlight Studios. That's what that one was called. Yeah, Starlight Studios. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're bringing me back.
Like, I knew there was a cool name.
Yeah. Take me back to the good old days.
That was my first studio.
Aww.
Y'all did y'all's research. What?
You know.
Well,
I mean, you're not the only one who prepares.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on.
So you released Bath Body, and I assume you've done acting stuff where you've wanted to know how it's gone down, what the response of the audience are. How does it differ between waiting for the feedback or the comment section of a Quinn audio first drop to, you know, say like appearing on stage or an advert or whatever acting job it is? How does it differ? Or does it?
Wow, that's an excellent question. I think in some ways it doesn't differ, but the medium differs in how that that feedback is given. That you know, with theater, it's happening right there, right in front of you. It's live. You were there the whole time with them. They were there with you the whole time. We did this thing from 8 to 10 o'clock, and clap, clap, clap. It's over. We're walking out. But this is different. This is different right here. Once it's released, it's in the ether. It belongs to the world. It's very personal for me because it's like I'm drawing from my life to kind of craft the story, which is not always the case when you're doing a play. Like the role is yours and you're inhabiting that, but you don't necessarily create the world, you know? And in this one, it's like, I'm deciding the world, where we are, what we're doing, the time period. We can go anywhere, you know? We can go in the future if we want to. We can be at the beach. We can be wherever. And the theater is where you're sitting, essentially. Like it's where you're at. This is a way to really be heard in a way by so many people. I've gotten emails from people saying, "Hey, I don't know if you are the person who the narrator who narrated this book or whatever, but I'm trapped at the airport and your audiobook is getting me through. This performance was so great." Or like, "I'm driving from Kansas to New Jersey and man, I'm going to listen to your book again." Or not that it's even my book, but they like the narration, they like the voices and the storytelling. So I was so that was a different kind of a way to be appreciated that I didn't anticipate getting into it. Like I said, I was just trying to, you know, pay a bill sitting down.
Yeah, exactly. And are you? So what did it feel like the night before your first drop on Quinn? Like, were you nervous? Were you excited?
I was terrified. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was terrified. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it was all good, like in my mind, like as an idea. But when they were like, "Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're so excited for the drop tomorrow." I was like, oh gosh, man. Oh, okay. Whew. So people are really gonna hear this, huh?
Yeah, so this is happening.
This is happening. Okay. So, you know, I don't think I got much sleep, to be honest with you. I was kind of tossing and turning. But once it actually got out there, I was able to relax. And so I was like, okay, I did it. It's not in my head anymore. It's not an idea. I'm not like mulling it over again. Yeah, it's finally out there, and it was the highlight of 2025 for me. I would say getting it out there. Yeah, because it would have been about a year since I had started, you know, playing with that kind of storytelling.
Yeah, and then you just waited for the comments to roll in.
Oh yeah,
like most VAs do. Yeah.
Oh, and that's that's the other difference. Okay, the audience here, the comment section. Hey, that's its own world too. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
They're not writing like that on Audible. Okay, they're not writing like that on on like a New York Times review. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
I'm just looking at some of the comments in your latest audio. I love reading the comments. I love this. You've quickly become one of my favorite VAs on this app. That's nice. I know somebody looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight. The night routine. I love it. This is so incredibly perfect. The whisper, the moans, the naughty, the tender. Seriously, there's such an art to what you're bringing to these audios like no one on this app. It's insane. I mean, come on. Okay, well, talk me through it then. I mean, it's got to be quite rewarding to read the comments and entertaining.
It's rewarding. It's entertaining. It's humbling.
Yeah.
It's also like this is weird thing I was talking to my friend about. Like, we don't see each other, but I feel seen, and my goal is to make you feel seen.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel that way. I feel seen through this in a way, even though I'm just heard.
It's it's so interesting that you say that, Emmanuel, because it is what we hear a lot in the communities, and certainly what I've experienced myself is to feel seen through audio just seems so paradoxical. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, but
it doesn't.
I feel more seen from listening to some of these audios than I ever have, and more comfortable in my body and in my sexuality, and more confident. Yeah, it's amazing.
I've also I feel like I've grown a little bit as an artist in a sense. I think before that, like I had an identity as an actor or a narrator, but I realized like with this, it's an artistry, and that requires a vulnerability and an honesty and authenticity that I think has pushed me and challenged me to be a better storyteller and artist, because this community, I just respect the community. You guys are super smart, super on it. Like the imaginative pull, you guys catch everything. I don't miss anything.
We don't.
Yeah.
So it pushes you as a storyteller.
Yeah.
What can I do this time, or like where can I go differently this time? So it's been great for me just as a creative.
Yeah, I imagine so, because I mean, you have to, as a listener, like you can really hear the difference when something is like authentic and the person's really plugged in. We all have our off days, right? So that's totally fine. But like you said, to bring such authenticity to the storytelling, that comes across, and it really impacts the listener, probably maybe more than you realize. But yeah, I definitely found that in your audios, listening to them, that it didn't feel like I was listening to an actor. Which is nice.
Wow, that's a huge compliment. Thank you.
It's nice for me. Yeah, it's like it was very immersive, and I wasn't like, oh wow, he's performing, he's doing a good job. It was just like, lost in the story. Yeah.
Yeah, I thank you for telling me that. That's always my goal. That's how I want you guys to feel that way, to get lost in it. I think that's like to have that kind of escape. It's a gift, and to feel seen in it in some way, like it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a listener to have that feeling that you are being taken into consideration, and it's not just script. It makes a massive difference. The leap between something just being narrated and something that has emotion behind it. I don't know whether it's a woman thing, but we just know the difference, and that's why it's so popular, because we're more about the audio than the visuals, as being women.
Yeah.
But what's the question? What separates then? So you've narrated before. What separates a great narrator then from someone who just has a nice voice?
The story itself, their understanding of the story itself. And I'll say something I've learned too, like going from theater to the microphone was a transition for me. Like I had my storytelling instincts were calibrated for like an auditorium or something, a proscenium or like, but there is so much more nuance that you can play with your voice, with just your voice, that I had to learn, and have been able to practice with the erotic audios even more than narration.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can have a great voice, but not like you can have a great car, but not know how to really drive it like that. But it's a really good car. It's great, but you still have to know how to use it to get this to tell the best story.
Yeah. And so how frequently are you currently putting audios out on Quinn?
I have 2 a month right now. That's my my deal right now. That could change, but right now that's where it's at. But I also, at the end of the month, will be finally launching my Patreon, the Emmanuel Ingram Experience, which will include narration and the erotic audios. And so and other stuff. And I'm a creative. I do poetry from time to time. I like music. So it's just going to be like Emmanuel Ingram studio. Like it's gonna be yeah. And I want to do stuff. I want to communicate with you guys more directly. I want to communicate with the fans and find out what they're into, what they want more of, what they're interested in. But this is a place where people, if you like narration, there's going to be narratives, and there's also going to be the erotic audios as well.
I love the Emmanuel Ingram experience. Like that's
already take my money.
Like that's a cool name, and just and it sounds like it encompasses, because it's going to be so many different things there. You mentioned music. What do you mean, like as far as music on the Patreon?
Well, for example, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie called Love Jones. It stars Lorenz Tate, Nia Long, and Lorenz Tate is he's like a spoken word artist out in Chicago. Yeah, so I wanted to do a little something for Black History Month that was in that world for my fans. And so I hired a band, and I hired a writer, Goddess Menace guy, who does a lot of great writing in the Quinn space and other places as well. Yeah, so we all collaborated and came up with Awaiting the Earth's Reply, which is you can listen to on my Instagram. So there'll be projects like that as well.
That's really cool. That's an experience.
I'm sure you can tell I like to sing and do all kind of stuff. So.
Wow.
Yes, well, we get into the listener questions at the end, but a couple of them have pointed out that you are a singer.
I do. I love music. There's always like a tiny desk on in the background, especially when I'm cleaning or something. I'm always singing in the shower or wherever. It just lifts my mood, brings me joy.
I mean, that is just, I'm a business coach by trade, so I just can't help but say, like, when you launch the Patreon, I would suggest having some of the teasers be like you singing a little bit or something music.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down.
Because people will flock there. Because they know you for your voice and your audio on Quinn, your narration, but that secret little like, oh, here's a little something else. I've run to Patreons quickly when I'm like, I didn't know he played guitar or whatever. And I'm like, there's more of that on the Patreon. I'm going. So tease with the music.
Yeah,
definitely.
Tease with the music.
They do like it. People, I love people that give me something different that I don't know about them. It becomes, whilst we're not talking about social, but it becomes more personal. It becomes more intimate, but without being intimacy. It's just that connection. It drives just a heavier connection. And
thanks for that feedback, because we did a survey with some of the people that are on the Patreon already, and the feedback was so helpful. So
that's great.
What you're saying right now, I'm going to be talking to my team about it, because it's great feedback.
Yeah. Well, and bravo to you for doing a survey. Like,
yes,
that seems like so basic. I can't believe how many people don't think about ask your audience what they want.
Yeah. You're right there.
God. Like, it's real easy, because then you can just fulfill the orders if it's stuff you love to do, instead of trying to guess. So well done. I wonder why you're so successful. You know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Well, I got a great team. Shout out to Stacey.
Awesome. Yeah. Yes. Hi, Stacey.
Hi, Stacey. I know her mum. She's got it going on.
Can that be considered a dad joke? I think at this point it can.
Yeah, it will.
You were talking about the frequency with Quinn. So there was a gap of time there when you weren't recording for Quinn.
Yes.
You stepped away for a little bit. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I actually didn't know how I would be received on Quinn. And so I feel like what I learned was, this requires a lot. This is to keep, to be putting out with consistency and all of that. And at the time, I wasn't able, like my contract, I wasn't able to like really make much money doing it. So it was kind of like it was a lot of work I was doing, and I wasn't able to, I'm like you said, we were saying I'm in Manhattan. You had your experience in it. That's my everyday. So it just became a point where I kind of had to basically just commit to some other projects for the summer and into the fall, and then we got a new contract going, and we're able to like start for the new year. Because I love Quinn, and the people at Quinn are great. It was never anything against it. It was just like, I didn't realize what this was going to be, like what this was going to require, and I've already like committed to do this book or do that book, and so it's like I gotta prioritize these other projects. But when I restart, I will know that like, okay, I basically need to be a production company. Like
Yeah.
I need a team. I need help. I need people that like understand this world to kind of bounce ideas off of in order to like
Yep.
be consistent and have a rhythm and like just be able to evolve in this space.
Really smart to like, because I think a lot of creators find that like when they come into Quinn or any space, like their first contract run, they don't really know how much it's going to entail, and so you just kind of like come in blind a little bit and do it, and then next time around it's like, okay, now I know what this takes, and so we're going to be doing some negotiating here.
Yeah, yeah,
Which you should,
exactly.
man. It's like, and so really smart of you to like step away and go, okay, I'm gonna like reevaluate here how much this involves, and
Yeah,
how much basically. I mean, that's talk number, like how much I'm worth, like the value.
yeah, yeah. Because it's it's not something I don't want to just be putting out anything. I want to
Right.
like put out stuff that means something to me and that I care about. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and this space is evolving. It's growing. There's so many people. Like I'm enjoying just working with writers, creating
Yeah.
with different people. It's a really fun space to be in. But you got
Mm-hmm.
to have an infrastructure to support yourself that works for
Yeah.
you and keeps you from burning out and kind of overworking yourself because you got to be inspired.
When you returned to Quinn, you returned with the audio "Missed You," which was fucking brilliant. Like
Yes.
it was like you. It's hard to even. It's like you were saying like, "Hey, I'm back, missed you, whatever," but folded into a story that was just so. Oh my god, it was like meta, but not. It was such a brilliant way to return.
Yeah.
Thank
Um,
you, thank you. Like missed you, man. Like oh my goodness. It was interesting because I was a script that I had. There was another script that I think Quinn had offered me the script, and I thought it was cool. I thought it was good,
mm-hmm.
but it wasn't me. And
Mm,
Right.
I realized I need to come back as me.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
we my listeners and we have a certain connection. There's already something there, and I want to build off of that. And
yep,
so this is the moment. I missed you.
yeah,
Like this is really what it is. And I've been there before. I've been there before where
mm-hmm.
it's like you had got off to a good start with somebody, but then things got crazy, and then you have to there's distance, and then reconnect somehow,
Yeah,
and you can't reconnect without acknowledging that.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. It was so
Yeah.
smart.
We know we've heard what you get out of doing these audios, which is absolutely brilliant. But what do you think the listeners are getting out of it?
I will go back to, I'll call her the first muse. I can't say her name, but I'll call her the original muse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And through our conversations and through what she shared with me and what she taught me about, that's kind of my first awareness about what people can get from it. And so for her, and what I learned was just a sense of safety, just that alone, that like
Mm-hmm.
I am connecting with this voice that's making me feel a sense of safety. And
Yeah.
I could see it take place. I could see that take place in that person. And so I was like, oh, wow, the voice is powerful. And so in
Yeah.
this world where there's so much chaos and stimulation and division and negativity and like
Mm-hmm.
things that are kind of like spiking people's cortisol levels all day, I wanted to be a part. I wanted my voice to be used in a way that makes people feel safe, cared for, seen, loved, noticed, appreciated, affirmed, encouraged, sexy, powerful, ecstatic. I want it to go to wherever it needs to go. But I think first what I realized was I was like, oh, you need to feel safe. This is, because a lot of people are like, what they've told me is the visual stuff, it doesn't do it for them.
Mm.
So they're coming to the audio for something else. And what
Yeah.
is that? And where does it start? I always try to start with vulnerability. Like
Mm-hmm.
what about this is where I care? What about this is where I am vulnerable and like I am a little bit uneasy or I don't know what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, that anticipation, the is this going to happen? Is this going to work? I want this, or I haven't said this, even though I feel this. this is all territory for me that this work forces me to investigate as an artist and as a man, to be honest.
Yeah.
You've written most of your audios, right?
All of them I've written. Yeah, so far. I'm going to be working with some writers. That's
Great.
for sure.
Yeah.
But all of the audios that are on Quinn, all of those were put together by me, basically.
That's gonna be like really kind of fun, exciting, intimidating. Like when you come from the world of audiobook narration, where you definitely have to perform the characters in a book, but you're reading someone else's work. Like to come into Quinn, I can understand when you said you need a whole team because it is a production company because you're writing, you're recording, you're editing, you're marketing, you're all those kinds of things. What was that like for you the first time you shifted from reading someone else's words to crafting a story on your own and performing it? Like going from soup to nuts with it?
Well, for me, I realized that like these stories aren't just like with narration, you have the language, it's all written out. But there's a lot of moments that aren't language, they're just breath. They are an inhale, an exhale, a grunt, a growl. There's silence. There's kissing, and there's nuances of kissing. There's so much that's also language, body language, but that has sound. And so I felt a sense of freedom because I didn't have to put this into words. I'm going to put some things into words and other things I don't have the burden of like explaining it. You're going to hear it. You're going to feel it. You're going to you're going to inhabit it with me. And that was freeing. That was really freeing that cause I'm a heady guy. I'm a heady guy and I'm a chatty guy. When I can like just relax and like connect and not feel the pressure to like explain every single thing, I feel like a sense of intimacy or potential to create intimacy. And so I just learned the storytelling expands.
Growing up, it sounds like you've just got a connection and you understand that being vulnerable as a man is sexy to a woman, and it's very empowering for women to have a vulnerable man. But how were you brought up around strong, powerful women? How did you arrive at who you are now?
Wow, that's a really great question. But the first one, yes, I grew up around a lot of incredible, decisive, creative, powerful women. That's what I was raised by, not to say that the men weren't that way, but to answer your question, yes. But I think like they gave me a great foundation, right? But once you get into the real world and really start dating, that's when you see like you see where you're strong and also where you're vulnerable or where you're weak or where you need to make some changes, like through trial and error. And I would say probably like I've always been a kind of caring person and like was always like kind of sensitive and could feel people. But relationships are tricky.
Yeah.
People can bring different things out of you that you don't expect. And you can listen, that male ego is real, like you could say you're as sensitive as you want. When that testosterone get to going, like like it's not just talking anymore. So I'm not trying to paint myself as some perfect guy. I am not. You know what I'm saying? But I know enough to know that like I'm a happier person and my relationships are happier and I'm more at ease when I'm vulnerable, available, accessible, like communicating, not withdrawing, like these are things I've learned through the years. And I think now I'm at a point in life where I can communicate and testify to these stories through Quinn and through Patreon and even through a lot of the stories on Audible as well. But I got work to do. I got work to do. I got work to do. I'm trying.
We all have work to do. I always say, like, we're never done, which I think is a good thing, because there's always an opportunity to, like, learn more, explore more. There's always room for improvement, which keeps life interesting. Like, it'd be boring if we were done. So
God.
And I was always, I'm going to be honest with you, I was a Romeo. I was a poem writing. Sliding it in the locker. You know, yeah, I always thought it was supposed to look like a TV show. I was always just looking at TV and trying to act out like, cool lover boy with like my crushes and stuff. So
yeah, that's
I feel like that kid, I'm still that kid with the braces and the acne and a little love note in his pocket.
Oh my God, so cute.
It's very Saved by the Bell. Yeah.
Very Saved,
right? Yeah, you know what era I grew up in. Like,
yeah. Adorable. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So cute. Oh, I was just going to ask about you growing up, and you said about like communication, etc. What was were there discussions about sex? Were you very open? Was those types of discussions had? Because you seem very comfortable in how you are now talking about it. Were you always?
Oh, no, not at all. No, we weren't talking about sex. No, no. That was not much of a discussion, if it was at all. Don't have it.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah, that's wasn't much of a discussion.
Yep.
But I think going to acting school, like I think the program, it allows you to connect with yourself, connect with your body. You're around really interesting people who defy conventions, and kind of it forces you to grow and evolve. And then as I've lived and had relationships, like that's what's taught me. And also as a narrator, I get to say and be brought into these worlds that like spark my imagination in so many different ways. And also like romance, they have these conflicts that have to get resolved. So I'm always seeing how these conflicts happen, how they can be resolved in the end, what things weren't communicated at first. So I feel like I learn through these stories as well.
Along those same lines, like listeners of audio erotica learn a ton about themselves, about their interests, about their kinks, about their vulnerabilities, about all of those things. And so I'm always curious what creators learn about themselves through the audios that you perform.
Oh, you guys are asking such great questions.
Oh, thank you.
Because I was asking myself that, like, I don't know, maybe a few days ago, I was like, I think I'm learning a lot about myself as I look at these audios. I'm like, who am I? Like, it's like who wrote it? Like, who put this? Okay, so I'm learning like, oh, I do like a slow burn. I like a slow like build up. I like tension. I like the unspoken stuff. I like mystery. I like a really powerful climax after a long build, And I've also just been thinking about like, oh, what are the things that linger in my mind about a person when I'm not with them? Because in some way, that's where some longing begins, or the yearning begins to, I want to smell that smell, or I want to like just the way she laid on me, or it's these very unique things that like it begins the desire, even though they're not there yet or whatever. So it's just showing, because it's like where I start these audios from is from those moments of like, what am I desiring? Specifically, like, and then the story unfolds from there, kind of.
I see Smudgy getting the cooch tingles. Is that what's happening for you, Smudgy?
Oh
okay?
God, I love that. Do you know? I wish, and whether it be male or female, it doesn't matter, and how you you identify. I just wish more people would listen to what their body says, what their body wants, rather than just think the calculated decisions that your brain makes mostly logically or for. I just wish that somebody would say exactly that, Emmanuel. How that person touched my shoulder, how that person laid on my chest afterwards, how that person, these are the things that I miss. I miss that giggle that they had. I miss the way they made me a cup of tea without asking. Those are the things that create that desire. It's the foreplay. A very famous British singer once said, foreplay begins from you saying goodbye in the morning, to the text that you send during the day, to what you think about and how you think about that person throughout the day. Foreplay isn't just, well, she says, spitting on your finger and rubbing. It's the whole thing. It's the whole shebang.
Yep.
And it's so impressive to hear it come from a man, to be honest, if I'm being honest.
I was just a daydreaming kid, thinking about, who I'm in class, I'm looking at the chalkboard or whatever, but what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about so and so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about just all of that stuff. And so for
Mm-hmm.
me as a storyteller now, it's showing me, oh, what has resonated with me? What
Mm-hmm.
was it specifically? What is turning me on? That says something about me.
Hmm.
Like I remember I woke up from a date one time, and I we didn't wake up together, but like
I was about to say good date. Good date.
we didn't wake
well
up
done.
together. I
Yeah.
woke up the next day, but
Mm-hmm.
as I was laying down, I guess her perfume had got on my forearm from like holding my hand. So it was like I woke up smelling her even though she wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like she was right there.
Yeah.
So there's those moments show you like just how people stay with you in these different ways. Fragrance is one of them, like obviously.
Yes.
Too, so.
Yeah. Oh God, just reminded me, one of my favorite memories was when my wife admitted to me later that she used to smell my pillowcase in college because she liked the smell of my shampoo.
Hey.
And I'm like, oh, come on. And
Yeah.
like that to me is foreplay. It's like, oh my God,
Yes.
that is because I feel like desired and seen and thought of when I'm not in the room and all those things that you're saying. It's like, yeah,
When
that's good.
when a woman puts your clothes on and then she gives them back,
Mm,
and then
yep.
you reach for it again later on.
Yeah.
You're actually convincing me that being single isn't everything. Maybe I might want to branch out into a relationship. Wow.
Yeah.
You can just keep the revolving door going. You don't need to pick one.
Well, yeah. Don't judge here.
No, it's buffet.
So a lot of men are, I feel, conditioned to suppress their emotions, suppress their vulnerability, etc., and the softness in their voices. So being in a very, female-dominated world of Quinn, do you think that the softness in the voice and those types of vulnerabilities are things that all men should know about?
Yeah, I would say so. It's good for you. We get this very dehumanized version of humanity as men. That's like, this is what it means to be masculine. This is what it means to be strong. This is what it means to be a hero or whatever. And we get these images and these storylines in mass all our life, and they can come and bite us in the butt when it's actually time to really relate and build with someone in a way that requires us to not perform, these rights of masculinity or whatever. We get caught up in that, and we think that that's what women want too. It's even what we tell ourselves. Or I've seen on the internet or different videos, men telling men this is what women want. And if women were listening, they'd probably not really, not at all. Yeah. So there's a lot out there that I feel like is toxic for us to indulge in and keep alive. This work allows me to confront myself and all the things that I've been influenced by, good and bad, and channel it towards something that reaches for connection and honesty and breakthrough.
And it sounds like really kind of like there's an emotional confidence that you have, and that it sounds like it's growing.
It is. It's been challenging because it's like I'm sure you've heard this. People are you're your own worst critic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like that as well. I'm always like nitpicking and finding what's wrong and da-da-da. But this, it forces me to like, just accept the fact that there is no perfection. But, this was the process. I'm at peace with it. I got to let this go. And then there's something coming out next week anyway.
So I'm curious, like when, people talk a lot about representation and they usually mean like what's seen, right? So your whole world is what's heard. So what does representation sound like to you?
For me, my authentic self, when I'm with someone, how I am. how I sound, not like a scripted version of me, but a goofy, stuttering, singing off key version that is I'm drawn to you, and I'm also like a little intimidated too.
Yeah.
For me, it's the messiness. It's what we can't control. It's the sticky icky place, but that's that for me. Like that's what I want to capture in my storytelling. My what I say when I'm engaged in a moment with someone, or like how I sound. Representation is whoever you are. Represent that right where you are.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the representation of being a Black creator within the audio erotica space?
Oh no, I think about it because when I'm listening, and I'm also, so of course I'm seeing, I'm like, okay, well, where the brothers at? I'm hearing different people, whether it be on Reddit or YouTube or Quinn or whatever. I'm like, oh, there's not that many. But I feel like sometimes as a Black creator, or at least for me, like what I sensed was, I was like, okay, if you're creating this, it's got to be like for your average woman to be able to come and listen to, regardless of color, regardless of whatever. But I don't want to give a bland, like, I don't want to like try to like lose my individuality and the way that I do. This is the way I say it. This is the way that I'm doing. This is who I'm talking to, and I want to stay true to that because that's who I really am. That's who I really am. So I think it's universal to be specific to who you are. If you're being specific to who you are in your voice, whoever's listening will feel that, and they won't feel alienated. They'll feel drawn in.
Yeah.
And I think what I've heard from particularly the Black listeners, because like the women that I've mostly been in relationships with have been Black women. So there's a way that I am with them that's unique than if I was in a relationship with someone of a different culture or whatever. Yeah. So I try to stay true to that too. Like I try to stay true to how how my relationships have gone on and what's worked for me in relationships. And I feel like that has resonated with a lot of the listeners of color, and I love that. I want sisters to feel seen, because the white women, y'all got a lot of options, so it's like I gotta bring as much as I can bring without making it too specific, but at the same time I want everybody to be able to get something out of it too. I just want to stay true to myself.
I imagine it's going to be incredibly challenging as a creator to think about inclusivity in the audios that you create, but also wanting to have them catered to, like, I just think about, like, we hear from women a lot of times who are like, if there's an audio where the creator is talking about like lifting the listener up on the counter, let's say, and someone who's listening to that going, oh God, I'm too overweight, they wouldn't be able to lift me, takes them out. Or we've spoken to Black women who said when they talk about like someone blushing, they're like, doesn't really work for me. So it's got to be challenging as a creater to
it is.
Like how do you walk that line?
Whew. Well, I feel like it's trial and error. There's been times where I feel like Quinn has asked me to like maybe just remove this word or remove this, and that's how I learned. I was like, oh, okay, this is too specific. This is so I've learned from submitting different things where it's like, okay, this is my draft of it. Quinn might give me some edits. I'm learning for next time that there's a different way I can say this. There's a different way I can create this moment. So Quinn has been good about educating me like about that. But it is nuanced. It is difficult. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know what people might be offended by, like even to like use or mention of use of protection, stuff like that. I was like, okay, well, is it how real do we keep it here? You know, is
Right.
it implied? Is it not implied? Do you want me to take 20, 30 seconds like I would have to in real life to do this moment? Or do you guys want to stay in it and just keep? So it depends. It depends on the story. But I just know that like I'm never trying to, you know, alienate anyone. I'm always trying to make it as inclusive as possible. And I want people to feel seen and cared for. So I just always try to be mindful. I don't always get it right, but I do. It's something I'm paying attention to as I go along. Because people have brought up certain stuff in the comments. I'm like, oh no, they're right. Yeah, I hear that. You know, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize I said that. You know?
Yeah. It's great that, you know, listeners use the comment section as a place for feedback as well, of like, hey, just so you know, because you can't know it all. There's just no way you can.
No.
Yeah. But they're very forgiving, and also like they're letting you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember it ever really seeing a comment that wasn't constructive in a very generic way, or even I think I saw one on one of your audios where they said about using music. I think it was your most recent one, actually. Yeah. About this would have been great with some music in the background.
Yeah.
You know, they just were offering some advice, and it's like, great.
Just a suggestion. It's so great. Shall we dive into some listener questions?
I think we should.
Right?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's do it. Okay.
Because there was a lot.
Yeah, we're not going to get through them all. Cliticins, we apologize, but we'll get through as many as we can.
So many.
Respect of his time. So this is from Lit Dejarum. Does your family know what you do, and what is their reaction?
They know I narrate romance audiobooks. And I have mentioned this, but they don't know. They don't know what this is for real.
Yeah.
So they know about it, but not really.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to keep the special little place to yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
From Jasmine's _Insta, who would you like to do a collab with, and what would the tags be?
Oh,
that's my question. Seriously, I wanted to. I'm interested in the fans. Who do y'all want to see me collaborate with? You know,
I want to see you collab with Hecky Bear.
Okay.
Over something to do with Magic Mike and food, like blend them together, something around that, because oh my god, you two were brilliant for a start on the Voice Actor on Voice Actor. I could have listened to you two all day. So, and I think he having spoken to you now, I think you two just match.
Shout out to Hector.
Shout out
one
to
of the classiest guys I've ever met, and beautiful guy, beautiful heart, and I would love to do a collab with Hector.
And the tags would need to be M Dob, choking, spanking. I mean, just a couple to name a few.
I'm writing those down. Taking notes.
Excellent, well done.
I'm just putting in her orders.
I'm going to ask you. Oh, Maria.cafe number 7. Can you tell what this is going to be about? Your comfort food, ordered or make it yourself. So what's your comfort food, and would you order or make it yourself?
Man, guys, I live in Central Harlem. I'm surrounded by like soul food cities. Like it's just so much comfort food that I'm surrounded by. So I'm ordering comfort food a lot. I'm ordering all, man. And I'm just telling myself last week, I got to stop with the Uber Eats, man. It's ruining
so
my
easy,
life. Comfort food that I'm on now. Okay. So during the winter, I was having short rib mashed potatoes with like the gravy and pearl onions and like garlic bread and like asparagus. Like that was like a comfort meal a lot during the winter time. Now
that's amazing.
That's a lot of food.
I'm a big breakfast guy too. I love getting up in the morning. I love the smell of fresh coffee. I love just like a classic big breakfast. A slow morning with some music and yeah,
we love a good fry up in the old England. We do nice bit of bacon, egg, mushrooms, sausages, baked beans,
Mm-hmm.
2 rounds of toast,
biscuits,
black pudding.
All right. This one is from Godiva _Amazon_28.
All right.
Which did you find more challenging to record, audiobooks or Quinn audios?
Quinn.
Quinn's more challenging.
Because you have to. Well, the way that I record them is you got, the background stuff. You have the sound effects with the intimacy and all of that. All of that is way more involved than like sitting down in front of the iPad and just making sure it's quiet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although audiobooks are no, they're not easy to do.
Yeah.
You got a 10, 15, 20-hour audiobook. That's not easy to do, but it's just, it's a little simpler than the Quinn stories.
Okay, I'm going to quickly put in my request for collabs.
Okay.
Nick Meyer, I think would be
Okay.
an interesting combo, right? Juliet,
Okay.
I think would be right. She's incredible. We talked to her.
God, she's
Or Sarah. I think Sarah would be another good one.
Oh, Sarah.
All right. I'm taking notes.
Thanks.
So, yeah.
We'll just put our orders in.
Question, Jess Hill 1288. I wanted to ask Emmanuel what has been his favourite book to narrate so far.
I did a book. So there's 2 books that I did most recently. One was called 1201, and the other one was called Chaotic Ties. I saw one that was like clipped to this video on Instagram that went viral, some of the audio from it. So the fans really like that one. And 1201 has done really well. I personally know the other narrator that did that duet style with me. And so that was fun as well. Like, I'm always looking forward to them. Like, they're all my favorite. I'm surprised sometimes by how much I remember about some of these books I haven't done from years ago.
Wow.
So I feel like they all have a piece of me. Every character, like, it has a piece of me.
From HCP_Styles, how do you mentally prepare to create a spicy audio? Do you have like a specific routine?
It's evolving. It evolves because I think stories are different. But I think for me, I try to feel out what's calling to me most. What story is coming to mind? There's some stories that like I feel like I've pushed. I said I could do that, but I'm not ready to do that one yet. I'll push that back in my mind. But then I've learned that things come out. Stories are ready to be told when they tap you on the shoulder, and you just got to listen to it. I think that was kind of the case for me with the one, The Exception. And that one, I feel like I started with an idea and it evolved. Like, there were certain things that changed as I like recorded it. Like, I didn't write that one out from beginning to end because I didn't know exactly how I was going to explore the turn in it. And so I had to like record the first 10 minutes to see what I wanted the next 10 to do or how to like transition it. So
final question from Smudgy_999.
That's her.
What's your most favourite podcast to listen to?
Oh, Jesus.
The one the citizens listen to.
Oh, wow.
QuinnCast, baby.
Yeah.
QuinnCast. QuinnCast. Listen, y'all did these questions that you guys asked were extraordinary. You asked great questions, for real. Like, these are things that have popped up in my mind. I'm like, were they in my brain? I think about this all the time. Yeah. This was really fun.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Couple of questions to close. These may be the best yet. Just saying, Emmanuel. Brace yourself. Brace. What would 18-year-old you think about the life that you've built now with your voice?
He would not even be able to process this, really. The 18-year-old me, are we talking about the 18-year-old me before I had sex or before or after?
Either.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, part of that year I was still virgin. Okay, maybe like the last few months I was able to cross over the other side. But man, I didn't know. Man, I'd be stunned Stunned. Are you kidding me?
Stunned.
Yeah. I don't think
You can do that with just your voice. Right. You can get a woman to the finish line by just speaking.
Smudgy, I didn't know what the finish line was.
Oh man,
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, like I wouldn't even know what I'm talking about.
Oh, bless Ickle, Emmanuel.
I would not know what I was talking about. Like, I would. What?
So sweet.
But then Emmanuel, in the last few months of his 18th year, started to learn a thing or two.
I learned a thing or two. Oh, yeah, I sure did. What he would think, he would probably just, he'd be like, ooh, okay, all right. You know, I get better over time.
It might be a little premature.
Right. Only up from here, you know? Room to improve.
You do last more than 2.5 minutes. Great.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, because the audio is 20 minutes, so, you know. Well, at least got 10 in me.
I got at least 10 in me. That's so good. That's what he does here. And then, well, 2 more questions. What do you have coming up that you're excited about that the Clitison should know about?
Pushing the Emmanuel Ingram experience on Patreon. That's something I'm really locked in about now. But as always, there's some cool stuff coming for Quinn. I'm excited for some of the projects I have planned for some drops later this month.
Okay, final question for realsies this time.
All right.
How do you define sexual freedom?
Ooh, permission. Permission granted. Yeah, that's how I allow whatever is granted permission. That's where we go.
That felt like an open road. That I was just wherever we're going. You know.
Permission. Yep. I mean, Emmanuel, you're amazing.
You are fabulous.
Y'all are amazing. Thank you for having me. This is great.
You blew my mind the whole time, but thank you so much for taking the time. We know you're likely a very busy man, and so we appreciate you taking the time to come chat with us.
Sometimes it's just a breath of fresh air for us to hear somebody like you with a voice like yours, with a responsibility like yours, a vulnerability like yours. It's impressive, and long may it continue.
Oh, thank you. I receive every bit of that, and I'm appreciative for y'all allowing me to come on your platform and talk to you. I hopefully this isn't my last time coming.
Oh no.
Well, it wouldn't be. Same as it isn't our last time coming to your audios. Just joking. I'm not joking.
That was good.
Joking.
Right?
That was good.
I have no filter. I'm renowned for having.
I gotta say, Smudge, you have been so well behaved this conversation. I was concerned.
Do you know why? Because I was just taken away of the importance of it, and it leaned away from the comedy, but I can't help dropping it in every now and again.
Oh. Hey, well, it was a pleasure.
Emmanuel, thank you again so very much for joining us here at the QuinnCast Studio, and we can't wait to chat to you again.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. I'm so glad that you guys invited me because, you know, the Clitisons, I've been meaning to touch base. I've been meaning to, come through and, thank you for all the support that you guys have for me. And I hope we can, do this again sometime soon.
Thanks, Emmanuel.
Thanks for coming.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace.
Well, there's Emmanuel.
Thank God for that. He was brilliant.
Oh my God, it was so good. Right? I mean,
yeah. Oh God, genuine connection. I felt like he knew. He said we were asking the questions that he was like, oh my God. And I felt like when he was talking, I had in my mind certain questions and he was just answering them.
Yeah, I felt the same. I would think about the questions and I'm like, I was just about to ask that. Okay. We were like, we were in sync.
He's brilliant. I really felt a connection with him on what he's trying to do through his audios, how he's doing them, what his responsibilities are. I just felt like he had it. He knew.
I get it. I get exactly what you're saying because I felt the same. Like he seems really plugged in for all the right reasons, really passionate about what he's doing, really smart about what the space needs. Yeah. And that Emmanuel Ingram experience sounds
Oh my God.
Cool. That sounds so cool.
That and the collab with Hecky Bear of some sort of Magic Mike thing. Oh my
right?
God.
I mean, the Emmanuel Ingram experience will be thriving by the time we drop this episode.
Absolutely.
But if you haven't yet checked that out, we suggest you do, because we certainly will be. Yeah. Love it.
Oh,
love it. God. Another hit the spotlight in the bag.
In the bag. And Jules, we miss you.
We miss you, Jules. Go put those lips to good use. So thanks, Cliticins. And how about Emmanuel knowing about the Cliticins?
I know.
I mean, come on. Thanks, Cliticins, for listening to another episode of QuinnCast, our Hit the Spotlight with Emmanuel Ingram. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Loved getting to know Emmanuel. If you liked this episode, and why wouldn't you have, please comment, rate us, tell your friends, share it on socials, all the things. The more people we can reach, the more content we can continue to bring to you. So we'll be back again soon with another great episode. But for now, this has been Kaza. Your voice matters.
And this has been Smudge. Keep wanking.